My wife Sarah has a son, Vicky, from a previous marriage. Because of the way my wife and I got together, there were many disagreements during her divorce from her ex. There was a lot of turmoil in Vicky's life, and he was only 8 years old at the time. For several years, my wife tried her best and did everything she could to help him. But the more she tried, the further he drifted away from her. This came to a climax when he was 12 and she caught him trying to smoke, and then he almost broke her jaw when she stopped him. After that, she stopped trying to force custody of him and just let him stay with his father. When he was 14 and our son was born, she sent him a text saying that he had a brother, and even if he didn't want to be around her, it didn't mean he couldn't love his brother. He simply replied, "Go to hell yourself." She tried the same thing 3 years later when our daughter was born, but this time she got no response. Well, 2 days ago, she got a call from her ex. He was crying, and apparently Vicky is dying. He has cancer, and it was discovered very, very late, and optimistically predicted to only have a month left, and he begged to see her. So I told my wife to go and spend a month with him. She could work online from the month, or take a vacation, or just quit if they wouldn't understand. However, she refused and used everything from work to having to take care of our kids, and even, what if it's just a ploy to hurt me more, as excuses not to go. All the while, she continues to cry, mumbling about how she thinks she has more time, ignoring our kids, looking through old photo albums of her and Vicky. This came to a climax this morning when I caught her breaking down the car before driving to work. I begged her to change her mind when I saw it, and she called me a fucking a-hole for trying to push her to do it. I know he's not my son and that I have no rights to him, but if I don't leave, it will tear Sarah apart. To everyone's embarrassment, the birth of our children are not the only 2 times my wife has tried to reach out and ask if he was ready to see her. It's just that when our son was born, that was the only time he responded. She tried until his graduation, when even his father tried to get him to invite her. She sent him money, gifts, and everything else for his birthdays. As for when he hit her when he was 12, he hit her with a hockey stick and then kicked her when she fell. She forgave him for that because she knew what he had been through, and he is her child. But then she decided to stop seeing him because she didn't want her presence in his life to make him more violent. What if he hits another child like that? She thought. I don't know what to do.